Myself, Dr. Dharka Prasad, a faculty from Department of Physics, BMS Institute of Technology, Avlalli, Bangalore 64. Today I am going to explain the lab demonstration on wavelength of laser light source using a diffraction grating. So we are determining the wavelength of laser light source using a diffraction grating. This is the experiment name. Apparatus required for this experiments are semiconductor diode laser source, grating, particularly for a laser that grating is designed, and a grating holder, scale, screen, and a graph sheet. Next, the accessories to plot the graph. Principle of this experiment depends on the phenomena of diffraction of light. Diffraction, when it occurs with the size of an obstacle, when it is comparable with the wavelength of the light source, then the light waves, they get bent across the obstacle, leading to a diffraction pattern. In the interference pattern, all the bright fringes will have the same intensity because of redistribution of energy, whereas in the case of diffraction fringe pattern, the maximum intensity is only for the zero the diffraction spot, that is the direct observation spot, whereas for other diffraction fringes, when the order of diffraction increases, then the intensity of the light keeps on decrease. That intensity of light decreases in the ratio of 1:1/2 square to 1:3 by 1:3 square to 1:4 square. In that order, the diffraction of light intensity decreases. The laser light source, since it is considered as a perfect monochromatic light source, it has a single wavelength. So single wavelength, how much it is, that we need to determine. To determine that value, you have a simple formula here. This is similar to the Bragg's equation, which is a well-known equation for a diffraction. So here lambda is the wavelength of laser light source, which we have to determine. D is called the grating constant. The grating constant, it can be measured with the simple formula, that is D is equal to 1 by number of lines per meter, where number of lines indicates the number of slits arrangement parallelly which are arranged in a given grating. So if you see the grating what we use in our lab, in that it is written 500 LPI. That means there are 500 number of lines per inch, that you must convert from per inch to per meter to get the exact value of D. So to get this D value, 1 divided by number of lines is 500 per inch, therefore it is divided as 500 divided by 1 inch equal to 2.54 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters. Hence 500 divided by 2.54 into 10 to the power of minus 2, it is taken. Now if you simplify this, you will get the D value as 5.08 into 10 to the power of minus 5 meters. That is the expected answer for this D. And since this meter comes to the numerator, the D value is just a distance. So that distance is called as the distance between the two consecutive slits. If you assume that the slits are arranged in this fashion, then the grating constant is the one which is the distance from the one consecutive slit, that is from here. This is a transparent portion if you take, and the second one is this one. The next consecutive fringe pattern is here, right? So you can consider it as a distance between the transparent and the consecutive opaque portion distance. So this distance, this particular distance, the distance between these two lines, this distance you can call it as D. So this is D. So this one is the D value. Okay, so the distance between the transparent and the consecutive opaque portion, that particular thickness is D. In 10 plus 2, you taken this D as A plus B, where A is thickness of the transparent portion and B is the thickness of opaque portion. When you take A and B, both are almost same, then you can replace A and B with C, then A plus B, it becomes 2C. Therefore, in some of the books it is written 2C sin theta equal to m lambda. But here we took that 2C as D. So this is the D value which you can determine from this equation. Okay. In this equation, theta m is the angle of diffraction for a particular order of diffraction. So m in this equation indicates order of diffraction and theta m indicates the angle of diffraction. So you have to determine this angle of diffraction and order of diffraction experimentally by setting up the apparatus. I will take you to the apparatus arrangement now.